So I saw some questions on how to play gospel, so I'm going to give some examples on how you can play this music. First we're going to begin with the F chord, F, A, C. And then what we usually have in gospel is we have a motion between the first chord, 1, and the fourth chord, F. B flat and F. So if we are in the key of F major, it's F, G, A, B flat, C. That's the F major scale. Then we have the 1 chord and the B flat chord and the F. So that's called a plagal cadence. It's usually in the end of a song. And if you want to make it more dramatic, you play a B flat minor chord. F, B flat, F. And when I'm playing here, it's also an F chord. You can play it in different inversions. The first, the second, the one. And that's a common thing to do in gospel, like you play inversions. So that's what you can experiment with. And then you can make a rhythm like it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, taka, tick, taka, tick. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get that kind of rhythm going. It's in step by step. Step by step, bring me closer to Jesus. Step by step, bring me closer to Him. There you have this groove happening. And the chords there, it's usually what we do. We play inversions of the chord. F, F over A, to B flat over C. That's a very typical gospel progression. So the way it goes is you have again, you play the 1 chord over A, then you go to B flat, and then to the C chord. So by playing inversions, this F over A, you get a bass motion happening. Do, la, do, a, do, which is kind of nice, and just going you kind of to get it more walking bass, like a jazz bass, that kind of thing. But that's more in jazz. So in gospel it'll be more like, or in the song, step by step, bring me closer to Jesus. Step by step, bring me closer every day. That kind of motion. Now, when you play this, it's kind of ugly because this A, it's really exposing itself, the third. So in classical harmony, we avoid this by doubling the root instead. Yeah, so this sounds much better. So then you go F over A, and then B flat over C to F. Check it out. If I go, sounds better than this sounds hollow. So we go and we double the roots. Try this one out. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. Now, if you want to make it even nicer, you can go the slick way. You play an F chord, and then you play F add 9 over A. Yeah, now we're going into the territory of Kirk Franklin and all those funky gospel guys. So what's this? It's an F chord with a 9. F add 2, you don't play the third. Some call it F sus 2, or just F add 2. It's this chord. And it gives a poppy sound. Kind of hollow, open sound. So if you play first an F, and then you go here, then you have a counter voice, so I'm going to play again, F at 9 to B flat. And what I do here, instead of playing B flat, which is kind of, it's old church like in the 40s and 50s, but this is like, wow, it's the modern style, which we like. So there again, it's a B flat 2, or B flat sus 2, or B flat add 9, or B flat no 2 no third. I will call it B flat 2 to simplify it. It's B flat and one step up. So this is the chord. So what we've done is we go F at 9 to B flat 2, and then we go to B flat over C. And then you might ask, well, it looks like a kind of like a C7. Yeah, kind of, but I don't play the E, I just play the sus. So this is like a sus chord with a 9. But this sound with B flat over C is typical for gospel. And you can see it as an upper structure triad, which means it's an extension triad on top of this. For now we'll just call it B flat over C. And this is the 5 chord, or if you know classical harmony, this is the dominant going to 1. And often in gospel we play this flat 7 over the dominant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. So we get this sound. So this is what we have now. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. That's a kind of rock and roll turnaround in the end. I'll go into that later. So now we have F2 over A flat A, B flat 2 to B flat over C to F. And that's the one we had in while step by step bring you closer to Jesus. So if you do that with a new voice, it's going to be step by step bring me closer to Jesus. Step by step, every closer today. Step by step, bring me closer, closer to Him. So what happened there, if we took a look at this song? So we had step by step, F2 over A. Bring me closer to Jesus. Same again. Step by step, bring me closer every day. And then step by step, da 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 da. There followed it's just the bass line going up. C over D, and then you have a G minor, F2, F, C, and F. It's a da ba do da. This is called the 6th chord in G, F major, 6. I can play a sus as I did. And then I go G, 2nd chord, F over A, B flat, and sus, and yeah. And here I will play these funky new chords you learn. F, so I go G, and this is a jazzy version. A G minor 7 chord is this, but if you add 9 instead, you get a more jazzy sound. So we go F, G minor 9. F2 is like step by step, bring me closer to Jesus. Step by step, bring me closer every day. Step by step, bring me closer to Him, and I will want to see Him again. So the last one is ba da 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 ba 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 do ba ba da ba da ba da. Now I can, this is like a sus chord. I can jazz it up a bit. So this is like sus, D sus, 7 with 9. So here I turn into D7 with flat 9. And then I go. Yeah, so why this? Yeah, because we're going into D minor here for a while. And then you have the E flat there in the 6th scale degree. So I kind of alter the D chord. And it leads nicely into here. Now you can add more push chords. So you can go la 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 la. If I want to go back again, so I can go la 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 la. If I want to go back to there. It's like if you want to take it again. So I want Jesus to me now and again. And then yeah. So that's where we're going. So if I want from beginning, step by step, bring me closer to Jesus. And the chords are F and F2, well B flat 2 and B flat over C. F and F2 to B flat 2 is C, C sharp, C over D, D7 flat 9, and then G minor 7, F over D, B flat, G7 over B, and B flat major 7. Instead of just B flat, you can add major 7, and then you go here. Is A7 to D. This is a common country thing to do. You go and play the 9 and the quint, the 5th. Get a nice sound. Then you can go stepwise with inversions longer. You can go F, F2, over B flat, over G7, over B, B flat major 7, C, to A, to C. Like we did, and then B flat then, and so forth. But so just to explain what this is, this A over going to D, it's called a secondary dominant. It's a dominant which is going to D. So in the key of F we have F, G flat minor, A, B flat, C, D minor, E diminished, F. And if I want to go to D, and I can think like I'm temporarily in the key of D major, I'll go there and play an A chord. But we always like to have this bass chromatically or stepwise. Therefore we do G, A, B, B flat, C sharp to a D. So what I'm doing here, the ending. Yeah, it's an ending. I end on F, and then I do a flam, G sharp to A. And then I go a triple here. So I go like F sus, G sharp, F. So simplified it would be. But I do a flam here, so so again in time. Then you can go. That's a typical ending in blues and also gospel. It's F7, F diminished, D flat minor to F. So the chords are really these. F7, A flat diminished, G flat diminished, or G half diminished. So again it's F7, F diminished, G flat, minor 7 flat 5 and F. But you usually play, you begin with the 7th here. And then you can go. The last one is like this one. So what that is like, it's an F chord spread out, it's a drop 2 voicing. If you have F here, you drop the second, you end up here with C there. C. Voicing here following in 6th. This is an F7. So I go from F to 7 to B flat major to B flat minor to F. So again. And then approach it chromatically. So combine all these together, so you can do like and here. And then go. Or you can begin like this. And then just go here. In the high register. So you play an F chord going down and up. So that's very typical ways of playing gospel. So experiment with these, you can do it in other keys, you can transpose it to G, same thing here. G2, C2, C over D, and then So learn to transpose in different keys. So if I have F, the pattern is F, the first chord, F2, then the fourth chord, 2, the 5 chord with flat 7 on top. If I go to G, then I think, then I go G, G2, the 4-2 chord, 4, and then the 5 over the 7, flat 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there. Then you can make interesting transpositions like Amazing Grace. Amazing F over 2 to B flat 2 to F, C over E, D to Jesus, to Jesus, and F2 over A, and B flat 2 to F, C over E to D, going to B flat over C to F, B flat to F, and you go to C over D, now to G, same thing going on in G major, G2, and C to G, D and D minor to A sus, D sus, D, G, D2, C2 to G, and then D, E minor, and then you go to C to G. Okay, yeah, so that's how you can do it. So I just repeat these figures all over the place. All right. Okay, hope you enjoy this. You can check out my group on Modern Piano Styles with Adam.